For many of these leaders, though, it's the second time they've met him. It's the first time he meets Putin face to face. And all the column inches and many of the column inches have been dedicated to what comes of this meeting, what kind of exchanges we see, if at all. What do you expect to come from this meeting? And do you believe there's a strategy from Trump's side? Because General McMaster suggested it would be kind of an ad hoc meeting and that there's no real plan.
Well, I think that there's definitely a screw you to the base, to the people that don't like him, to the media. I think that the meeting between Trump and Putin will probably be Trump's best bilateral meeting in the G20. And if you think about how misaligned U.S. and Russian national interests are on anything from North Korea to Syria to cyber to trade to you name it, human rights, anywhere you want to go. I've never in my career as a political scientist seen two major countries where the countries themselves are that much against each other. U.S.-Russian relations are worse than at any point since the Andropov era in the Soviet Union, where the two leaders of those countries are most trying to say, we really like each other. And I think that's going to be on display tomorrow. I think Trump could care less what the international community has to say about that. In fact, I think that creates more authenticity. He is a non-establishment, outside-the-box kind of guy, and he's going to do it his way.
So he's going to leap headfirst into this bromance with Vladimir Putin. If that's the case, if we've got a situation where U.S. and Russian interests are not aligned, but the two personalities actually mesh quite well, what can actually be accomplished by meeting?
A little bit. I mean, I do think we've seen from Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State, already that they are planning to talk about deconfliction, maybe no-fly zones, cooperation over Syria. They've said that Assad is actually, now Russia's going to determine what happens to Assad. Now, that, to be fair, that was true under Obama, too, just Obama never admitted it, right? So now, I mean, the fact that Trump is tacking back towards reality on the ground in Syria is something you could call a win. He would clearly like to see a reduction in sanctions. Congress is not going to allow that to happen. Hard to see a lot of other places where he can make a lot of ground, but they can be friendly.